All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Tater here.
Tot's here.
And we are super excited to check out the next task in this Taskmaster episode, which is...
Series 2, Episode 5.
And its episode's titled, There's Strength in Arches. We haven't gotten to that yet, right? Or was that part...
Or it could have been like the fort-ish
bar
stuff.
I think that was in that one, yeah. Was that this episode? Okay, cool. Anyways, I think of arches. Unfortunately, I think of McDonald's, but, you know, it is.
Really? I think of bridges right away. I think of
the golden arches.
Oh.
But food's always on my mind. We're going to go ahead and check this out. We're going to see what it's all about. We're going to see what they have to do. This time I have not previewed anything, so we're going to find out together on the spot. If you like our reaction, as we're reacting to it anyway, please don't forget to
like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so that you can be aware of our next uploaded video. All I can think right now is soggy fries and Coke Zero from McDonald's.
What I'm thinking about right now is I haven't had a lot of time to read the comments recently, but I have a little bit to try to find any kind of requests that you guys have made that I've been missing. And if you have made a request and we haven't checked it out, please make it again. But there was a few rude comments, nothing that like shattered my life. But I just want to say I'm grateful for everyone who leaves the positive comments. But most of the comments are either positivity, it doesn't have to be a compliment, or it's something relating to the thing that they're helping us out or answering questions. So I just want to say thank you for mostly being positive in this very negative world we live in, unfortunately.
It's true.
Here we positive.
So the task then, Alex.
Right, okay, this one is a team task.
Another team task?
A potato.
Potatoes. Oh. Here we go.
I'll open it, you read
They
it.
must have filmed
nice
together on the same day or something, in the same groups.
Yeah.
Make the best stop motion film starring this potato.
Oh, nice.
You have 1 hour. Your time starts now.
Should we change the potato to have like a face? Or should we use the potato to make like different little guys to be in the film?
Well, I mean, the options are endless, but I don't know anything about animation.
Do you have much experience of the stop motion film industry?
No, that's where you take 2 pictures.
Yeah.
And then
that's stop motion.
that's the film.
Yeah, just the 2.
2
No,
pictures.
We're not
actually,
going to
a
need an
whole
hour
bunch
for
of
this.
pictures.
We're looking
Not
for about
just
800 pictures. That'll make
800? Have you lost your mind?
That'll make a 30-second film.
An hour?
Animation's really hard.
It is, isn't it?
So I think a pun title of like a scary
Okay,
film.
so what's big for Hateful Potato?
Night of the Living Spud.
Mash in the Attic?
And we just have a mouth that we can stick on.
Yeah!
Loads of different mouths.
No, it just goes like that, doesn't it?
So should we give it eyes or
technically-
something?
Yeah.
That looks clearly like a potato masher, doesn't it?
Oh,
Does
yeah.
look like-
Oh, a potato masher. I see.
But it's like an evil one.
Yeah.
You know? That's why he's wearing a white suit.
Now moving back where you were.
That's why he's wearing a white suit.
Anakin. It's a lot easier than I imagined.
Well, they're moving him a huge amount.
Yeah, leave it at that.
First, the potato is happy, and then he needs to be a bit confused, like, and then he needs to be like, wah!
Done.
It's a wrap, I think.
Congratulations.
Well done.
I want to see what these look
That's a
like.
wrap, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, we still need a title.
Nice stop motion. I think they put a lot of effort
You're not
into
going
it.
to get better than Mash in the Attic, sure. Let's just clear up for incredibly stupid people what stop motion is, Alex.
Well, I'm saying, and the only thing I know is I've done these very briefly just for fun. Like, Nick interrupted my crafting to be here, just saying. But I wasn't doing stop motion.
Under the bus.
But
Thrown.
when I've done stop motion, it is the most minuscule movements. Like, if you really want it to look fluid, you want very little movements. But we'll see how they did theirs.
Stop motion is things like Morph, Wallace and Gromit, a lot of Poirot. You know, it's that genre.
Let's have a look at this
Okay.
nonsense.
Do you want to start with the boy and his dad, Richard and Richard's son?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Here they are.
What's the time?
Something to come out. Yes. Come out of the ground. See their hands, their feet. No, why so many their hands? No.
I got their feet and stuff in it.
I thought they were gonna take that out. His arm. It's held by his arm.
So I'm wondering if just like whatever photos you took stayed, and they just put them all together.
Yes, but you would think like the person handling it, because I saw them when they were talking, they were creating or whatever. He's standing there moving with his hands, sitting down on the floor in front of the door. And I'm like, okay, I'm sure the guy with the camera said, okay, you're out of the shot, you're out of the shot, you're out of the shot. I can't believe he just like, I don't know. I'm not trying to be critical. It was still cool. I like the idea, especially with the new movie. I haven't seen any of these movies, but maybe I will. But the new movie, 28 Years Later, just came out like 3 weeks ago. It's very relevant from the time we're recording this.
Yeah, actually it is. That's kind of funny.
If I'm not mistaken, a mutant potato who was living underground sensed that a human was harming one of his kind, approached the house, successfully managed to wrestle the potato peel out of the human's hand, murdered him, and then, in a chilling climax, we see the children of the mutant potato coming out to exact their revenge on all of mankind.
Pretty much exactly that. Other than, I don't know if the intentions were quite so awful. I think what happened was the potato was trying to make friends with us, but the first human it saw was Alex, who was killing a potato, and so Alex, unfortunately, essentially triggered the end of the world. You're very, very good to work with.
We told him when he opened the door to look left and right, and he did up of his own accord.
Just threw that in
Absolutely
for free.
threw it in.
You're a clever little godson, aren't you? I'll give him a little tickle. Joe, Doc and Catherine stop-motion film to see. Worth returning for, probably. See you after the break. Hello and welcome back to the Taskmaster series finale with a canal map and a poster of Jockey Wilson awaiting the winner. Emotions are running pretty high. What were we doing, Alex?
Well, Greg, dear, before the break, we were enjoying some stop-motion animation. Richard and John's 28 Days Tater went down. It genuinely went down pretty well.
It did. Better than we thought when we wrote this. Way better.
We are yet to see Joe, Catherine and Doc's short film. Here it is.
What's number 4? La 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 la. Walking down the corridor. Stadium skirting. Silly.
I like the narration.
Ah,
I love
Mr.
it.
Spud.
You're a knob, mate.
As always, you're in the right place at the right time, Mr. Spud.
Huh?
I know you don't require one of these martinis I have here.
Yeah, if you like.
Because you are already smashed!
Oh, Lord. Never mind.
Smashed!
That's a pun, wasn't it?
Yes, it's a pan.
Oh, piss off.
Never mind. Ugh, I got him.
Pretty sweet Bond parody up until the point that James Bond, the potato, said, "Nah, you're a knob, mate."
That was all improvised.
What? What?
A little fact, they did take pretty much exactly 800 pictures. John and Richard took 1,463 pictures. That was why it was a much longer work.
That one was so jerky, though. Like, the movement of our potato is crazy smooth, man. You don't see, like, one tiny hand and one massive hand constantly appearing. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, man, that potato movement was crazy smooth. I mean, I think that might have won you it.
Well, hang on a minute. You know, I just want to see good cinema, so for me it's not about slagging off other people's work. I did wonder about the narrative of the potato who, for no reason, gets trod on by a high heel.
Yes.
What's that about?
But,
I agree.
James Bond films are often characterised by a preposterous ending, aren't they?
No, yeah, that's not. That just didn't make any sense. There was no narrative arc whatsoever.
A feminist arc. I will be the first female potato James Bond.
Yeah.
And the feminist arc is, of course, what Noah's wife. That's what she.
Bond should die with all the sexual harassment he does.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that, but it's just not in the, it's not in the spirit of the film, is it?
I thought that both of the films were superb, but I think that 28 Days Tater had the edge. 3 points for all the team members in that group, 2 points for all the team members in the Bond group. Done. OK, it's time for the last pre-recorded task of the entire series. Make it a good one.
I will. I really will.
Yeah.
We're going to take it to the bridge.
Oh, they're not going to show us where they're
Not
at?
going to show us the points. Okay, so first of all, I'm a huge fan of James Bond. And yes, the womanizing thing, I get it. Especially in today's day and age. Not really relative. But James Bond is awesome. And he's so much more than just all the women that, as far as I saw, in all the movies I saw, they also wanted a part of James Bond. I don't remember him abusing women. Anyways, she's got some stones to trample the good name of James Bond. It's a great franchise. But I completely agree with what they said. I really liked their narrative. I liked the narration. I thought it was a little more smooth, less hands and bodies. At one point, there's like a whole person sitting on the floor. That was so weird. But then it just ended so abruptly. Maybe they thought they had to do it in 800 pictures and they had to stop it real quick. But I thought they had something really, really going. They'll dialogue back and forth. I thought the Masher was going to do some mashing or something like that. I thought for sure one of these two videos was going to end with like the Masher, and then the mashed potatoes right there. I thought that would be kind of funny. Cool. But yeah, the ending was so kind of out there, and I think that's why 28 Days Tater won.
28 Days Tater, because the one big thing about with stop animation is you want to keep that camera still and in the same position. So it really should be like on a tripod and you just barely move that potato. And 28 Days Tater was very jerky, but it also kind of led to the music and everything. It led to that scary eeriness of it. Yeah. Because there's also this trend in the last, 10, 20 years about movies, especially horror movies, feeling very as if somebody's holding the camera.
Cloverfield and all that kind of stuff.
Yes, and filming the whole experience, and so it is shaky, and you're experiencing it with them.
What do they call it? Like shake motion? I'm not sure, but
something.
Yes, it's not my favorite.
It's not mine either.
It works for something like Cloverfield, the first one that came out, and maybe for a few other movies, but it's very jarring and it's hard to like, I don't know, it's kind of nauseous.
Yes, and so if you're going for that, then theirs worked. I love the voices and I love the masher, but I'm going to be honest with you, I did not at first think James Bond. I was getting more of an Austin Powers with the cat and the chair.
Yeah, but do you know what Austin Powers is a big spoof of?
James Bond?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah,
I was thinking Dr. Evil.
Yes, because there's, I think it's Spectre. In one of the early films, he has the cat.
Oh, okay.
And then Goldfinger, he has a famous line like, James Bond's like, do you expect me to talk? And he says, no, I expect you to die. And so Dr. Evil says that too. So a lot of those elements.
Okay.
I think even the Spectre character, oh man, I think it's the one with Christopher Lee, whatever that James Bond movie is. Anyways, he looks just like, if you saw the character, you'd say, oh yeah, it's Dr. Evil. Like he completely.
Like he embodies him.
The suit, everything, like just like the Dr. Evil character. So
that makes so much more sense because for James Bond, I've only really seen the newer one, not even the newest ones, but like when he started, like the first two movies that Daniel Craig was in are the James Bonds I think I saw. But that's it.
But yeah, what I was gonna say before, or during the video, I don't want to interrupt. Is a friend of mine. We were both missionaries at the same time, serving together. He loved doing stop motion, and so the thing with stop motion is you can have a lot of fun with it. It doesn't have to be like the greatest, most amazing, intense story. Oh my gosh, it made me cry. But it's just fun to see what you can do. And he was using Legos, and he had like this. We had this game board. We just used the box. So it was take all the game stuff out, just a cardboard box. And we had these. I think it was Legos, and like these different like fight, choo choo choo, or whatever. And so we would get like an hour for lunch each day. He would eat like in 5 minutes, and he would just work on this like all week, and he would be excited to show it to me on a digital camera. This is like,
so cute.
This is over 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But he had one of the newer digital cameras where you can look at it and always go and watch. It was so cool. It was a lot of fun. I'm always excited to see what he was going to make. They can be a lot of fun. Let us know what your thoughts are. Have you ever done stop motion before just for fun? What kind of stuff have you done? Which one of these did you like better? Did you agree with us and them? Or did you like the Spectator a little better? Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.
Goodbye.